welcome to the lecture series of finite element analysis. This is Dr. Manoj Kumbalkar. In the today's lecture, we are going to discuss about stress analysis of 2D truss subjected to plane forces using FEA software. So, we are going to perform a 2D analysis of truss in the software ANSYS. So, we directly move towards the software ANSYS. So, this is the project schematic of ANSYS workbench. So, for the 2D analysis of truss, just go to the static structural, simply click on the static structural and drag and drop that static structural project into the project schematic. You can rename this analysis, just go to the just right click on the static structural and click on the rename. So, you can write here the stress analysis of 2D truss. We have already done a number of analysis here: plate with hole, static stress analysis of 1D bar, model analysis of 1D bar, stress analysis of helical spring, okay, and now the stress analysis of 2D truss. So, there are total 6 steps, that is engineering data, geometry, model, setup, solution, results. So, go to the engineering data where there is need to provide a material properties for the component for which you are going to do the analysis. So, by default a structural steel material is available in the library for the analysis purpose. You can add a new material if the material is not available in the library, or you can check the material in the library. So, this is the material library, okay. So, I want to just modify the properties of structural steel. You can check here the Young's modulus provided in the unit of megapascal is 2 into 10 raised to power 5. So, we check the given problem of the 2D truss. This is the given problem where modulus of elasticity is 70 gigapascal. So, I want to change that Young's modulus, that is 70 gigapascal, it means 70 into 10 raised to power 3 megapascal, okay. And accordingly the bulk modulus and shear modulus has been changed. Poisson's ratio will be 0.3, I want to keep it as it is, okay. Just click on the project to go back to your project schematic, okay. So, we have provided the engineering data, go to the geometry, right click on the geometry and click on new design modular geometry. So, the new window for design modular geometry will open for to prepare a model. So, this is a new design modular environment. Just simply click, first of all check the unit, click on the unit. If you want in millimeter, you can click on millimeter, but right now I want in meter, okay. So, simply click on xy plane, right click on xy plane and look at it. So, now here 3 axes are shown, that is x, y and z. If you click on look at, only x and y axis will show because you are in the xy plane. Go to the sketching, you can check. This is a given diagram for the truss. The line is having 3 meter length, and vertical is also 3 meter length, okay. So, just click on the line, go to the sketching environment, simply draw a horizontal line here, okay. Then again click on the point, just again draw a horizontal line. Then click on this point again, vertical line, you can check, yes, it is vertical, again vertical line, second, yes, okay. So, hereafter I want to give a dimension first of all. So, click on the general, simply click on the line and click here, click on the line, click here, this is the horizontal dimension, click on the line, this is the vertical dimension, this is also vertical dimension. I want to provide a distance, center distance for this vertical line. So, here, so just modify all the distances. Horizontal is 3 meter, this is also 3 meter, vertical half distance it is 1.5 meter and the remaining all are 3 meter, okay. So, here fit to window. Okay, then just complete remaining sketch, click on the line, go to that point and click here. Okay, just click again on the line. Yes, click on the center point, then the middle line has been joined. The diagonal lines are 1, 2, and again it is 1 and 2. Okay, so as per the given problem we have completed the sketching. Then go to the concept, line from sketches, click on this plus sign of xy plane, click on sketch 1, so that complete sketching has been selected. Click on apply. Okay, then simply click on generate. You can check here part one part, click on the line body. Cross section has not been provided, so go to the concept again, cross section, click on the circular. I want to give a circular cross section. You can give any type of cross section. The diameter radius of the cross section is, you can check here, the area is given, that is 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter square, which is nothing but 300 mm square. So the diameter is 0.02 meter, so therefore radius is 0.01. Okay, it is correct. Okay, so the radius the cross section has been provided. You can check again here, and you can click on the cross section. Just simply click on circular. Now it has been converted into the circular section. Simply click on view, cross section solid. Yes, it has been done. Okay, so this is a model with circular cross section. Got it? So this is the sketching. We have completed a modeling now. The geometry has been done. Just you can close this new design modeler environment now. So now you can check, there is a green right tick here. Then go to the model. Model is nothing but the meshing in the ANSYS. The new window will open. Here there is need to provide a boundary condition after meshing. You can check at node number 1. Node number 1 is completely fixed, and node number 5, here the node number 5 can deform in x direction, but the y direction is restricted. Okay, and 3 forces are applied at node number 2, 4 and 6. So first of all, we mesh a body. It is still opening. Okay, so it has been opened now. Okay, so you can check all the parameters. Line body is this one, line body. Okay, that is nothing but the geometry. Go to the material, check material properties. Here we have provided 70,000 megapascal. Then cross section is circular. You can check here circular, and the geometry is also circular. So cross section. Then go to the mesh now. Okay, so simply click on the right click on the mesh and click on generate mesh. ANSYS first of all automatically mesh a body. So it has been completed. You can check a single line has been meshed into the number of elements, and the total number of elements in this meshing is obtained as 119. Okay, so I don't want that much element, is as there are total we have drawn 11 lines. So I want to convert it into that much element. So simply click on the mesh, go to the details of mesh. Here element size selected as default by the ANSYS. Click on this element size. I want element size. The length of the line is 3 meter, and obviously the length of this diagonal line is more than 3 meters, so we can provide a 3 meter 3000 mm, so that is nothing but 3 meter. Okay, so this is the element size of the element, and just simply click on the right click on the mesh and click on generate mesh. You can check now the total number of element are 15. Okay, at 15 it indicates that it has been divided from this point also, so therefore it is 15. So you can check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. Okay, so there are 15 elements now, and the meshing has been completed. Go to the static structural, it is nothing but the boundary condition. Simply click on view front. Okay, so this is the front view. Okay, so click on static structural, the element number 1, this element, just select vertex, click on vertex, it is fixed, it is completely fixed. Okay, then again select next vertex, this you can select here displacement. If you click on fixed, it will also completely fixed. Click on displacement, you can check here the component. This node can deform in x direction, therefore x direction should be free. This direction cannot deform, this node cannot be deformed in the y direction, so click here, you can check constant. Okay, so it is fixed now, and there is no issue of the z direction. Okay, so as it is a 2D, and so we have provided a displacement now. Now go to the, again click on this vertex, click on the force, you can check the force, it is 50 kilonewton, 150. Okay, so here 50 kilonewton should be applied. Simply click on the vector, convert it into the component, that is x, y and z. So here minus in the minus y direction, so therefore it is minus 50,000 Newton. Okay, then click on the vertex again, this one, click on force, convert vector to component, minus 100.23 Newton. Again click on this vertex, force, minus 50. Okay, so you can check the boundary condition now. Yes, this one, 3 forces, that is 50,000 Newton, 100,000 Newton or 1 lakh Newton, then 50,000 Newton. Then here it is fixed, completely fixed support, and here we have provided the displacement. Okay, so this is, we have completed the boundary condition for the given truss problem. Now you can check the solution and the result. So first of all, I want to check the deformation only. So simply click on the solve. Building a mathematical model, solving the mathematical model, running, loading, it's done. You can check the deformation. The total displacement is, maximum displacement is, you can check the maximum here and the minimum is here. Okay, because it is fixed completely. You can check the animation, here is this the animation, that you can check that node can deform in x direction, but it cannot. Here it is completely fixed, and as there is no any constraint to this node, it can deform in x as well as in y direction. Okay, so this is the deformation of the body as per the given force. We can check the stresses. Right click on the solution, click on insert and probe, then go to the beam tool. Sorry, just a minute. We can go to the beam tool directly and click on beam tool. Okay, then select here. You can find out the direct stress, minimum combined stress and maximum combined stress. Simply click on solve. You will get all the type of stresses. The direct stress are 53.79 megapascal, and the maximum combined stress are 56.52 megapascal. The maximum it is obtained here. This is the maximum stress. Okay, so this is the stress analysis for the beam element. You can check the reaction also. Right click on the solution, insert, go to the probe, select force reaction. So click on the force reaction, where you want reaction, at the fixed support. Okay, then simply click on the solve. So at the fixed support, the reaction obtained as 1 into 10 raised to power 5. Okay, in the y direction. In the x direction, it is like this. You can also check the reaction at displacement, that is probe. Go to the reaction again. So you can select displacement, that is at this node, and solve. Okay, so this is the reaction at displacement, that is 99,998. So this is the complete stress analysis. There is a deformation, then stress and reaction. So this is the analysis for the 2D truss. So thank you very much. Any question about 2D truss? Write in the comment box. If you satisfied with the video, click on the like. Also subscribe the channel for more informative videos of finite element analysis. So thank you very much.